Right, we're broadcasting.
Oh, you're good?
Very good.
All right, guys, come on in. I think we might have a player join us as well, so just come on in. Hey, Demi, tell people to come into the press conference. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please come on in. Squeeze in here if you can. I'm going to give Lockie 1 minute, see if he's going to bring anyone up, and then we'll get going. And guys, every time I do this, fans get too shy to ask questions. Do not be shy. Don't worry. You can do it. Alright, we're leaving Lockie, and we'll get this going in 1 minute, right, man? Alright, guys, just come on in. Post-game press conference, manager for tonight.
Still going, guys.
Come on in, we'll get going in 1 minute. We also have Evan MacArthur joining us. So that you can go ahead and sit down there, man. Alright, thank you guys again. I'm now going to kick it over to our media officer, Ben Cameron, manager for tonight, and Evan MacArthur. Benny, kick it off to you, buddy.
Okay, firstly, Brooke, thanks for your time tonight, mate. Thanks for bringing us.
You bet.
Okay, so that fiery blow up, for lack of a better term. That's been something that's sort of been brewing for a few days now, and maybe a few series possibly.
No. I mean, we try to start each series fresh, and I know those guys do too, and it's just a bit frustrating. They're probably frustrated as well, and it's just kind of the direction of it. We'll move on and look forward to playing Sydney over there.
Now, do you think the frustration's sort of brought over with what had happened in the series, not just with the umpire's calls, but also with how you guys went and being 3-0 down in the series? Do you think that also built up and got on top of you?
Not at all. I'm glad you asked that question. It has absolutely nothing to do with showing up at the park tonight, trying to perform. Like I said, each day is a new day. We've been struggling, but that's not going to have anything to do with how we feel about a call or a strike zone or whatever it might be. So, our guys are ready to go today. It's just one of those deals that got out of hand early, and we had to battle and try and get after it, and we didn't quite get it done.
So we're trying to get anything going then?
No, not at all. Not at all. It was very genuine. I didn't totally agree with the way things were being done, but those guys are out there doing the very best job that they can. They show up at the park to perform just like we do, and everybody has a bad night or a bad week, and that's the way it goes. We do too.
How many games like that have you been involved in?
Oh, probably only 2 or 3, to be honest. But it's like I said, we're looking to turn the page. Guys, I'm sure guys are a bit frustrated at the plate. We haven't swung the bats well lately, but credit due to Sydney, they've got 3 to 4 legitimate AAA arms right now. These guys they can really pitch, and so sometimes you got to tip your cap. But our guys are swinging the bats, and it's gonna come around. Our lineup, in my opinion, when you look at numbers and you look at ability, can compete with anybody in the ABL without question. Sometimes you're swinging it, sometimes you're not. So we'll get it going.
Now, Evan, from a player's point of view, what was tonight like being out there?
It was frustrating. I mean, this whole weekend the fans were great. We've had the most fans we've had all season, and unfortunately we didn't perform well. So don't judge us only on this weekend. I promise you we're better than that. But it was frustrating. I mean, we have to tip our caps to Sydney. They pitched well. They came out ready to go, and we did too. We just, a couple things didn't go our way, and that's baseball. So, we'll bounce back next weekend. I mean, that's all we can do.
Now, what are the confidence levels like in the clubhouse? How does it feel for the players, and how are you guys going to turn around in the series?
Well, it's going to take some leadership. It's going to take a lot of the guys just getting together. We're all in the same situation. I mean, none of us are happy with this weekend, so we're going to all have to come together as a coaching staff and as players and just do what we need to do to step up to compete next week. I mean, it's like I said, it's frustrating, but we can't do anything but move past it, work on the things that we're lacking right now, and get ready for next weekend.
What positives this could look for, and what positives, if any, will take from the series, or do you just sort of try and move on?
I'll let you answer that, John. No, shoot, you know, we did swing the bats okay. I mean, sometimes the ball falls your way, and I'm clearly not going to sit here and make excuses. I mean, Sydney put a run on the board early in the first inning last night. It was bleeder, bleeder, bleeder. Now, we've been able to do the same thing throughout this season. But, you know, those things will happen. And then, you know, I think the hardest ball they hit in the first inning last night turned into a double play. So baseball is baseball. Sometimes they fall where they fall. But, you know, we're going to be fine. Schmitty probably didn't throw as well as he has, and he's been our rock all year. He'll be ready to go next weekend. Liam Barron was sharper for us in relief, and, you know, we need him back and ready to go and to perform. Tyler Anderson had some good innings once again. You know, we've been able to go to him. So we're going to get back after it. I think the thing to focus on for these guys is just playing hard, playing together, and, you know, you don't try to reinvent the wheel. You just got to show up and keep plugging away.
Okay, so does anyone else?
Going on that, to take away something positive, I think, you know, we're going to be a playoff contending team, and we're going to face great pitching, we're going to face great teams, and we're going to have to struggle, we're going to have to battle, we're going to have to win one-run games. So I think for us to get knocked down to the ground in this series, you know, we got our butts kicked, literally. I think it's a good thing. It gives us an opportunity to string together and build some character and learn how to deal with that in the playoffs.
It says, anyone would like to open up the floor? Does anyone have any questions for either Brooke or Evan? This is usually the part where everyone gets shy in Perth. Come on up. Thank you, by the way, breaking the ice. What's your name? Dave, go ahead.
Cheers. I don't know about the rest of the crew. I thought at times you looked a bit sluggish tonight. What's the plan for putting some zing back in the stand? Neither.
Well, you know, it's interesting you ask that. We have had a few games where I think we could have played at a little bit higher level, a little bit more enthusiasm. I really felt good about our approach tonight and last night, to be honest. I thought we were more ready to play last night and tonight than we were in the first two games. And some of that stuff is tough to read. You know, some of it's in the clubhouse, some of it's happening. Sometimes it feels good in there, sometimes it just feels okay. Sometimes batting practice, there's lots of energy. Sometimes guys are just going through the motions. So the last two nights I felt great, and I felt like we're really going to perform, you know, but, you know, we didn't quite get it done on the bump, but Warwick's been great for us all season, you know, and guys are going to have those nights. So, you know, energy-wise, I think guys are hungry. We're 500, it's not the end of the world. We're still in a position to make playoffs, and I think that's in our game plan for sure.
Anyone else? Question? Oh, actually, we have an email question from the live video stream. All right, this is from RayZ44. What do you think of the Blue Sox players, in specific Boss and Trent and Boss and Trent specifically, and then I guess generally.
Well, you can pick a Trent.
I got them. Both are good players, left-handed bats. One can really hit. I think he's always hit since he's played the game. Leadoff guy, D'Antonio. Boss is a good young player. He plays professionally in the States as well. He's a big cat. He's got some pop in his barrel. And, you know, he's a threat at the plate. Both those guys are good, solid baseball players.
Anyone else have a question for Manly Brooknight? Come on up, buddy. What's your name? Say it again.
Wrong.
Go ahead.
Do you believe next time you come across Sydney you'll be able to compete well with them?
Good question. What do you think? Yeah, good. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's anybody who knows baseball knows it's a roller coaster ride. You can be playing lights out one day, and the next day nothing falls your way, and you look horrible. So that's part of the game. It's the best thing about baseball is you play so many games. You always look forward to tomorrow and getting to the next game. And so yeah, we can compete. We've shown it all year. We were up in the standings, you know, early in the year, and just this weekend we kind of, you know, faltered a little bit. So we definitely compete with them. They're a great team, but so are we. We just got to pull together.
Any other questions from Perth Youth crowd? Hang up, come on. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, possibility of losing Liam Hendriks for the next few series. You've got Sydney away, Melbourne home and away, arguably the best two sides in the league. How are we going to go with our fourth pitcher?
No, that's good. Good question. That's going to be something we're going to sit down and talk about as a coaching staff. Liam is done for the season. As per the Minnesota Twins, these guys, it's really important they have a chance to rest as pitchers before they go back to spring training somewhere between February 18th, February 20th. Liam is a top prospect. For those of you who don't know, it is worth a brief mention. The Twins are extremely high on Liam Hendriks. There's one other name in the minor league system besides Liam Hendriks that they've got slotted to play in the big leagues. Now, a lot of things have to happen to make that happen, but he's a talented arm. He hasn't had a great season over here, but he threw a lot back in the States, and we should all have high expectations for him. He's going to have a heck of a career. Going into Sydney, we've got options. We're going to jockey it around a bit, probably with the pitching staff. It probably won't just be one swap out change. Cole McCurry has one more start, and as per the Orioles, he will probably be shut down after that as well and go to the bullpen, so he'll have a little different plan. But it will look quite different, and I probably won't know that for another 24 to 48 hours.
Any other questions from the crowd? I want to thank you guys all for your time. Mr. Knight, Mr. MacArthur, Mr. Ben Cameron, thank you so much. To all you fans, thank you guys. We will be back January 20th, 21st, and 22nd here at the ballpark. We have some incredible things planned. Live bands, a Western Forest Perth Heat celebrity softball game before the game on the 21st. Thank you all. You've been an incredible crowd all weekend. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here on the 20th. Bye-bye.